Hello friends, as some of you guys know, I'm on a journey to paying off $32,000 in student loans as fast as possible. Every day, every week, I have been keeping track of my expenses, how much I spend, and kind of like updating you guys how much I put to the side. All that has a purpose. So before I start, grab yourself something to drink. I just have like a hot black coffee. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm gonna go over like the expenses that I have and then kind of like the budget I have, the actual amount and the difference. So let's dive in. So for the cruise, I should start by saying like for the total amount I budgeted $3,716 and I ended up spending $3,402.40. And that means I saved $88. Let's dive in the difference there. Yeah, so let's go. So the cruise was $500, everything stayed the same. So the difference, nothing happened, it was zero. The gym membership, I budgeted $26 and I ended up spending $25.35, which means I saved 65 cents. Rent was kind of interesting, guys. So for the rent, I budgeted $900 and I ended up spending $874.57, which means I only saved, I saved $25.43. That's because my other place that's getting renovated, right? Even though we're not staying there, we've been getting charged the utility there. So for September and October, which I will pay, the utility was $128.07. That's why, on top of the utility at the new place, at the studio that I'm staying right now, and I also paid my friend, so like $187.50 each week, and then the last week before I left, I paid her $134. And then in the studio, I was surprised how much utility was. Like, it came down to like $425. So I was like, wow. Again, I'm glad it was like under budget of what I had in mind for the 900, but still, like, I was surprised that, like, let me know what you think about this. Car insurance, I budgeted $200. I ended up spending $185.79. In that category, I saved $14.21. Grocery, I know you guys were gonna get at me. I budgeted $250 and I ended up spending $209.51, which means I was under budget on groceries for $40.49. Again, this is because I went to Costco and did a bulk shopping. I do get like free food here and there from work. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So gas, I budgeted $100 and I ended up spending $66.30, which means I saved $33.70, which blows my mind. I don't know how I'm saving money on gas because my commute is further. Unless before, something's not adding up. I'm telling you, like, I'm not complaining, but it's like, whoa. Phone, $40, nothing changed. Extra, don't come at me. I know every week I'm like over on the extra. So I budgeted $200. I ended up spending $212.02. So I was over in that category by $12.02. So I'm not gonna go hard on myself because first of all, that was my birthday month, okay? I also had a friend's birthday. So the fact that I was over by just $12.02 is like not the end of the world, but I know I've been doing that. So again, when I readjust the budget, of course the cruise I'm not gonna pay for forever. So once I readjust it, I know I'm gonna make the extra a little bit higher so I can set myself for success. Student loans, it was, $1,500, nothing changed. So yeah, overall I saved $88. That's actually great news for me, on top of like owing money on that utility in the other place in here. So yeah, guys, let me know how I did, what I could have done differently, and I will see you guys next month for the November update. Bye, guys.